Hey, Bobby Rio here. When was the last time you remember being tested by a girl you were talking to? So go to the comment section and let me know how many of you have ever been tested by a woman. Trust me, you have. Probably this week, maybe even today. I'll prove it to you in just a second. So why is this important? So a lot of my clients, sometimes it's an older guy who's pursuing a woman a little younger than him, or just a guy who isn't conventionally attractive. He gets really hung up on his age or his lack of looks or money, and he assumes that it disqualifies him from being with the type of girl that he really wants. So we always say, if you can get a woman thinking about you when you're not around, you can make her fall in love with you, right? That's the ingredient of the scrambler. Well, here's where it gets interesting. There's something really intriguing about a guy who shouldn't be confident, but is. He's a lot harder to figure out. Most guys look at their faults as disadvantages, but in actuality, it's an advantage if you handle it right, whether it's your looks, your age, your shyness. Okay, first, here's what I mean by being tested. When a woman says something like, "Oh, are you upset?" Or you're such a player, aren't you? Or she says something like, she insults something, "I don't like your shoes." Or she says, "Can we be just friends?" Or she says, "Hold my bag for me." Or if she changes plans or cancels at the last minute. Those are tests. It's a signal that she's not sure if she's attracted to you yet. She wants to know if you're for real. A woman tests a guy when she wants to know if he's for real. She might think to herself, "Hey, I'm feeling attracted to him." But then she's like, "Let me see if he's legit." Which for the average guy is when his true self comes out. It completely throws him off his game. He starts defending himself, explaining himself. He gets noticeably upset. If she says, "I'm not gonna sleep with you," he immediately says, "I'm not trying to sleep with you. We're just talking. I wasn't even thinking about it." And he's defending himself, right? Now, the bad news is that if you're not conventionally good looking, or you're not super rich or whatever, and you come across as confident, or like you're trying to play the game with her, she's going to look at you and she's going to wonder, is this guy for real? Why isn't this guy kissing my ass like all the other guys like him? Who is he to treat me this way? Those are the thoughts going through her mind. So what is she going to do? She's going to try to find the chink in your armor, and she's going to test you even more. And getting tested sucks, right? Wrong. Getting tested sucks when you're a clueless nice guy who doesn't know he's being tested and continually fails them. But that's not you. You've got no excuse now. You're aware that these tests exist. So when you know that you're being tested, it's actually an opportunity to create more attraction because she's expecting you to fail. But when you pass, you show a woman you're not another clueless, pathetic, nice guy ready to roll over for her. And now a girl's attraction for you when that happens, it might have been a 5, but now it jumps to a 7. Now we don't have time to get too far into it here, but even more powerful is that you turn things around and you begin testing and qualifying her. Let me give you one example. Let's say you're talking to a woman and she asks you what kind of car you drive. Again, this is sort of a test, right? A lot of guys would either A, use this as an opportunity to brag about what kind of car they have, or other guys, they would get defensive and insecure because maybe they think they don't drive something impressive. So how do you answer that? You turn it around on her and use it as a chance to qualify her. You say, "Can't you think of something more interesting to ask me than that? What is this, a job interview?" Doing this clearly demonstrates a few things. It demonstrates that you don't seek approval or try to impress women. Most importantly, it subtly communicates that you are the selector. You're the one sizing her up and you're the one deciding if you're interested in pursuing the relationship. Is she interesting enough for you? So not only did you pass her test, you turned it around on her, and that's going to drive her crazy. And what do you think she's going to do? She's going to go home and she's going to replay that conversation in her head. She might even be a little bit mad, but she'll be thinking of you. And if you can get her thinking about you, she's this close to falling in love with you. So hearing this, you should actually be looking forward to the next time a woman tests you. who can see, right? Who can see how fun this can be when you're aware that you're being tested and you know how to respond? So click over and register for the Unlock the Scrambler package. We go a lot deeper into how you can actually encourage women to test you, which gives you more and more chances to attract her. And we'll also give you a few different simple formulas for handling these tests in a way that increases a woman's attraction towards you. So click over and check it out.